Hey, how's it going, JR? My name is Jack here with Mr. and Mrs. Leads. Thanks for trying out the site auditor. I hope you got some insight out of that. I wanted to do a video analysis of your website and take a look and provide further insight as a search marketer in terms of what's been working out for you from an SEO perspective, where we need to be at, and how we would be able to rank you for some of those keywords if we were to tackle this project on together. So without further ado, let me go ahead and get started. The first thing I did was I pulled up your website here in a tool called Ahrefs. Ahrefs allows search marketers like myself to look at the metrics of a website and see what's been working out for you. So what I can see right off the bat is you have a decent amount of authority on your website, but we need to continue to build that out by having more referring domains and backlinks pointing to your website. So if you didn't know what a backlink or referring domain is, it's essentially any website out there on the internet that links back to your website by a hyperlink. So if there is a blog out there, for example, that's called the gloveblog.com, and they mention you in a new blog post and they say, hey, if you're looking for the best gtek gloves, check out bestvalsup.com. And if a person clicked on that link, it would direct them to your website. So just in the fact that that blog has a link to your website, Google actually tracks all this, all these links, and they use that information and give you credit for all these links that are pointing back to your website. And so the number of links that point to your website has a direct correlation to the authority on your website, and authority in turn has a huge impact in determining how high you rank for the keyword you want to rank for, as well as how quickly you rank there once the authority on your website is established. And so what we need to do is, right now you're sitting at 99 referring domains on 1,000 backlinks. We want to shoot for about 300 to 400 referring domains on 3,000 to 4,000 backlinks. Because we're going after national keywords, so it's not like a gtek gloves in San Diego, that kind of thing. We just need to continue to build the authority on your website, and you're going to see that your rankings are going to start rising for all the different keywords you want to capture, as well as all the other different keywords we want to go after as well. So right now, I just pulled up this tab. This lets us see exactly what kind of keywords you currently rank for. So gtek gloves, g-tech gloves actually gets the most search volume at 400, and you had a position of 5. So we definitely want to make sure that you increase the position for here, because just by ranking you to the top of the page for a phrase like this, you're going to see a huge influx of traffic. Statistically, the first keyword gets anywhere between 35 to 45% of the search traffic, and anything after that just kind of trickles down from there. And so just by getting that #1 spot, you're going to see another influx of traffic. And in order for us to get you to that spot, like I said, we just need to build the authority on your website. All these other different keywords that you're currently ranking for, and it looks like you're actually on the up and up, which is fantastic news because Google's starting to give you a lot more credit for all these different keywords. It's just going to work really well when we start building the authority on your website. So you see this page right here? So this is actually the page that's ranking for a lot of the phrases that's related to gtek gloves. What I would do is I would add a little bit more content right here than where you're at right now. The reason being is Google gives you a lot of credit for the amount of content that you have on a page, and in Google's eyes, when you have more content, it directly reflects on the authority on your website, and like I said, that authority affects your ranking. So we have backlinks that affect your authority. We also have the amount of content that affects your authority as well. In Google's eyes, they've recognized that the most authoritative websites tend to have a lot of content because they're experts in their field, and it's engaging, and that's the kind of websites that Google likes to promote. And so we want to make sure that we coincide with exactly what Google's looking for from our clients, and that's going to help by us going in there and making sure that we have more content than we're at. You want to shoot for anywhere between 700 to 1,500 words of content. Now, if you need help with content, we have in-house content writers that we can tap into as well. But that's absolutely something that we would provide and help you out with as well. And then once we just start doing that, you're just going to start ranking for all kinds of different keywords. And instead of ranking like on the 12th spot, you'll start getting like the number 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right? Now, even as I mentioned this, I do want to let you know that SEO is one of those things that's it's an ongoing process, right? So even once we start making these changes and once we start doing all these links and all the different SEO things that we do on your website, it's not going to just immediately start just popping up to the first page. Let's just immediately just get the #1 ranking, right? It's an ongoing thing where once we start slowly building the authority on it, Google will slowly start giving you the credit for it and slowly bump you up in the rankings. Google doesn't like the search engine to suddenly switch all the time, because that's essentially what would happen if that was the case, right? So you would search something something, and then if you search it again the next day, you would have a completely different listing, just because like a new website could just come in and just start claiming the first spot. And so Google wants it to be a process where it's a natural thing where those people that are continuing to build out their websites will slowly get the credit for it. And so I hope you understand that and can recognize that SEO is just one of those things that's an ongoing iterative process. And but once we get there, the good news is you've essentially built a moat around you, because it takes time, like I said, and by the time the competition tries to catch up with where you're at, you're going to be miles ahead because of all the good SEO factors and all the SEO things that we've done on your website. All right, so I appreciate it again, JR. I hope at the very least you got some insight out of this. Would love to work with you on this project because we can definitely help you out. The good news is this website is very authoritative and you're already getting credit for all these different keywords, and it's a lot easier for us to get you to the next level than if we were to start on a brand new website. So very excited about this. Just go ahead and reach out to me if you're serious about doing some SEO work done for you. All right, appreciate it. Thanks, JR.